Hey there everyone, Kim here. In today's video we're going to be going over where is your tax refund and the exact date in which you can expect it. We're also going to go over briefly state tax deadlines updates and something a little random yet relevant in that unfortunately a lot of people now because of the pandemic have been unemployed and they are over 50 years old. They're talking about passing a bill that would enable 50-year-old Americans to qualify for Medicare. So 27% of adults approaching retirement had little or no confidence in being able to afford health insurance over the next year, especially if they're collecting unemployment, right? And 45% had little or no confidence to afford the cost of their health insurance once they retired. If the legislation were enacted, eligible Americans would be entitled to the same benefits and protections as Americans who became eligible for full Medicare benefits at the age of 65. So again, probably for a lot of you this doesn't apply because maybe you're not at the age of 50 yet. However, if you are over 50 and you are receiving unemployment, this could be an absolute huge benefit for you. So let's hope that they pass this one quickly. Now, what I want to go over briefly is the state tax deadlines. Now, as you are probably already aware, the IRS did extend the federal tax filing date to May 17th. Most states have followed suit to this date. However, some states have different dates. So what I wanted to do is go over that with you, just in the event that you're in a state that doesn't have the date of May 17th. So Hawaii and New Hampshire, apparently there's no change from 2020. So whatever your filing date was in 2020, it's the same. Iowa is now June 1st, so you must file your taxes in Iowa by June 1st. Louisiana is June 15th. Maryland is July 15th. And Oklahoma is also June 15th. Again, you probably already know this, but it was just information I came across and thought it'd be useful just to let you know of your state's specifically tax filing date. So how to track your IRS payment, refund payment. What you want to do is go to the irs.gov website and you want to select the button that says get your refund status. And what it's going to do, it's going to ask you to fill out a form, and which is great, easy, whatever. But in the event that you fill out this form incorrectly, it's not going to give you a result. So if you're not sure of some of your answers, what you could do is create an account on the irs.gov website, like actually with a username and password, and you'll be able to get a lot of information. For example, information about past stimulus checks. If you have not received the third stimulus check, you will be able to log in and at least see, possibly when you would receive it. Maybe not the exact date, but once they send it out, you'll be able to see that it is in fact in progress. So I do kind of recommend you creating an account with the IRS because there's a lot going on right now. We have the child tax care credit coming up, which if you have children, you could be eligible for. But so yeah, that's a huge asset actually to actually create an account for the irs.gov website. And a lot of people tend to check their status every day, when in actuality the IRS only updates your refund status information once per week on Wednesdays. Okay, so if you're filing your tax return, wait at least 72 hours from the date that the IRS confirms receipt of your return before checking your refund status, and at least 3 weeks if you mailed in the return instead. But bottom line is you only need to check your status once a week. They update it on Wednesdays, so make sure you check it after Wednesday. And then if they don't have a status, there's no need for you to check it until the following Wednesday. So now we'll kind of go over where is my tax refund, as well as the specific date in which you could receive your refund. So, and I was kind of curious of this too, but everyone wonders what happens between e-filing your tax return and actually receiving your refund. So here's what happens. First, they stamp the return with a electronic postmark. Then they send it to the government. We wait 24 to 48 hours for the IRS to accept your return. And what they're doing is actually checking personal information to make sure it matches their records. And if everything looks good, then the IRS does accept your return. So once it's accepted, you are officially on the IRS payment timetable, which again, I'll reveal that calendar in a minute. So only the IRS knows the status of processing your tax return, whether you owe taxes or if you are due a refund. In prior years, the IRS issued more than 9 out of 10 refunds to taxpayers in less than 21 days last year. And fortunately, the same is expected for the year 2021. So if you've already filed your tax return, just like I mentioned, you could check out the IRS Where's My Refund button. You can actually call the IRS too, and it's cool because there's the phone number right there. So that will definitely come in handy in case the tool just doesn't work for you. So here's a chart of when you can expect to receive your tax refund based on when your refund was actually accepted, based on e-filing, of course. And, of course, this is just an estimate based on last year's trends, but it does seem accurate for about 90% of taxpayers. So here's a screenshot of when you can possibly expect your refund to actually show by way of direct deposit, or whether you are expecting to receive the refund by way of check. Now, I'm not sure if this applies if you did an amendment on your return, because of the whole unemployment, the $10,200 that you don't have to pay taxes on for unemployment. A lot of people had to file an amendment, and myself included. So I'm actually really curious to see if these dates follow suit as well. I did read, and I did a video a while ago, that more complicated tax returns that have amendments attached to them will take a little bit longer. But then, they are still on track that if you did file an amendment, they are still on track on pushing out refunds starting in May, but that could also last until summer. So it's going to be interesting. But bottom line, this calendar is 100% strictly for if you're filing your taxes for the first time. And again, amendments might take a little bit longer. So it'll be interesting, to see what happens as far as, amendments, and whether it makes a difference if the IRS is doing the amendment for you or if you are taking the initiative to file it yourself. So many unanswered questions. I feel like there's a gray area, right? Like we know this information, but then this information, could be questionable. Who knows? But just want to take a minute to thank you guys for always supporting the channel, for subscribing, of course. This community is amazing. When I started this channel 6 months ago, I had no idea that it would even take off, let alone get 12,000 subs. So I just want to take a minute to thank you and let you know how much I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And hopefully you like videos like this. Obviously, anything unemployment related, I will definitely share. But I just came across this information and hopefully it was helpful. So thank you for always watching this video. Don't forget to like, and I will see you on the next video.